All of us value different things in life. For some of us, wealth and success mean happiness. So we work throughout our 20s and 30s to create a legacy. For some, it's true love. They navigate the world with their hearts on their sleeve and wide eyes, looking for their soulmate. Regardless of the avenue of life, it's important you understand the laws that govern our universe, because in understanding them, you can get in harmony with them and attract what you desire.
It's something that you really got to pay a lot of attention to. It's not something you learn overnight. But you get studying this, and you can literally have anything you want.
But before we can look at using natural laws to attract what you desire, we must first understand what it is. Simply put, natural law is an observable law relating to natural phenomena. Simply put, these laws govern everything that happens in the universe. These laws aren't good or bad. They don't aim to help or hurt or be positive or negative. They simply are. And in their neutrality, they are precise. The problem is that not many are aware of this. These laws operate in our lives constantly, dictating the results we get. Have you ever had a dream that seems to come true a few days later? Do you get a bad feeling, and what you feared came to pass? The universe does not discriminate between good and bad. The thoughts you have, whatever they are, will manifest with no regard for impact. The most well-known law of nature is the law of attraction, and you have very likely stumbled upon YouTube videos, Reels, and TikToks teaching you ways to attract what you desire, from money in abundance to your dream house and a soulmate. The law of attraction states that the things you focus on in your life are what you will attract into your life. Here, thoughts are a form of energy. So when you think, "I hope I won't fall sick," the universe doesn't conclude that you don't wish to fall sick. It only picks up on your negativity and fear and returns the same energy back to you.
A lot of people just use their imagination for, gosh, I hope this doesn't happen, or I hope that doesn't happen. They're letting it go in the wrong direction.
The law of vibration, though, is a little bit different. You see, it's the primary law, and the law of attraction is only the secondary law, because vibration is what leads to attraction. Albert Einstein said, quote, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics." When you raise your vibrations to the thing you want to achieve, nothing stops you from attracting the object of your desire.
When John Kennedy, when he was the president of the United States, asked the good doctor, the father of the space program, greatest scientist, what it would take to build a rocket that'll carry a person to the moon and bring him back safely to Earth. He answered him in 5 words. He said, "The will to do it."
That confidence and conviction comes from utmost faith in yourself and in the universe. The universe is in a constant state of movement, and these movements are vibrations. The speed of rate at which it vibrates is called a frequency. The only difference between any two objects is their frequency. Even objects you believe are static or still, like a table or a house, vibrate at a slow speed.
When you photograph mass, you can photograph the energy coming from it. You can photograph a plant, and you'll see there's a vibration coming from the plant. Everything vibrates. A garden rock is vibrating. Everything moves. Nothing rests.
Your body, however, vibrates at an extremely high rate, and it impacts more than you know.
It starts right in your own mind, right in your own head. Your mind activates brain cells. And when those brain cells are activated, you're impacted. You impact the whole universe. Do you know that thought waves are cosmic waves that penetrate all time and space?
Your thoughts and feelings control the vibration of your body, and because that's the case, you also have the power to dictate the frequency you vibrate at. Your feelings or your vibrations will attract people and things to you that are a vibrational match. Simply put, you get what you put out there. If you are a negative person who always focuses on how things can go wrong, you will attract people who are also pessimistic and unwilling to look on the bright side. If you are hardworking and ambitious, you will keep a circle of equally hardworking and ambitious friends. While it is accurate to assume that your thoughts become things, it's more accurate to say that your vibration becomes things. The difference between the law of attraction and the law of vibration is that the former focuses on what you want, while the latter tells you what you have to give in order to receive.
We teach you the primary cause of the good that you desire. You take care of the cause, the effect always takes care of itself.
So, how can you begin to think and feel differently in order to attract your dream life? Bob Proctor has the answer. Bob Proctor was a Canadian self-help author, best known for this New York Times bestseller, You Were Born Rich, and for his role in The Secret movie. And he doesn't just preach about using the law of vibration to get what you want. Proctor has used these techniques himself to earn a better life. He went from having no purpose or aim in his life to making millions through his business.
I had really been struggling my whole life. Never had a half-decent job, had nothing really going for me. And here I am, owning a company that operates in 7 cities, 3 countries. And I thought, how did it happen?
According to him, channeling your vibrational energy consciously in the right direction has the incredible potential to create miracles. Therefore, paying attention to your energy, as well as the energy of the people and things that surround you, can help you elevate your vibrations and exist at the same frequency as the things you desire. How does that work? Quantum physics postulates that every particle in the universe is made up of energy, and microscopic studies have shown that matter is composed of molecules and atoms that also vibrate at a certain frequency. Our bodies are 99.999% empty space. In fact, all matter is mostly space, and the remaining mass is energy. If we condensed every living being to the point where there was no space between molecules, the entirety of our species would fit into the volume of a sugar cube. This empty space isn't for nothing. It allows for atoms to oscillate, electrons to pop in and out, and waves to function. And this is where the quantum world takes place, in the space between mass. A majority of our bodies are made up of quantum particles that we don't fully understand yet. To date, we've really only studied less than 1% of our bodies because we've only focused on the physical part, the part we can see and touch and feel. Because we're physical beings, we understand mass, matter, and atoms quite well because these things operate in a way similar to how we experience our physical reality. However, how can we begin to understand emptiness? We don't see it or feel it, it isn't tangible, and yet it's the most important part of ourselves. And the law of vibration operates in this space, or more precisely, within the oscillations in space that we experience at an atomic level. It's rooted in quantum mysticism, which cites quantum mechanics. The topic is explored more deeply in literature, namely in Fritjof Capra's book, The Tao of Physics, which looks at the parallels between quantum physics and the principles of Eastern mystery. Then came Quantum Healing by Deepak Chopra, which explained the theory of mind and body healing using quantum concepts, followed later by his book, Ageless Body, which discussed healing, reverse aging, and immortality by adopting quantum worldview. Essentially, our bodies are made of information and energy that we can only perceive as solid matter because we never learned any different. But this avenue is less explored. The way the quantum world functions is still largely unknown to us because it's still a very new field. It's still a work in progress in the scientific community and still quite elusive. In the quantum world, you could throw a ball at a wall, and it might reappear behind you and hit you on the head. These electrons are present everywhere and nowhere, all simultaneously, and they can only be perceived as 100% real when there is an observer, and we still don't know why it works that way. The wave-particle duality has been used to explain manifestation, but the truth is that even manifestation experts don't really know how it works. This is why we have no such formula for manifesting. We're in the dark about many things in quantum mysticism, and we look to quantum mechanics for answers, whenever they may come. However, knowing for certain how it works isn't necessary. We can still embark on the journey to increasing our vibrations and attracting a better life. The key is first learning about yourself, because it all comes down to your intuition. Have you ever had a hunch about something? Your head says one thing after weighing the pros and cons, but a certain prickly feeling or voice in your head tells you to go the other way. Or maybe you walked into a room after an argument and felt the heaviness without even seeing the faces of the people present. The law of vibration is closely tied to your intuition and is responsible for those gut feelings you get. Taking a different route to work and missing an accident, taking a day off from the office and your workplace facing a crisis, all of these are examples of how the law of vibration is already operating in your life. You may not recognize it, but it's there. Quantum physicists are currently studying the entanglement of atoms, which happens when atoms share information across large distances. This could explain why you might intuitively know something before it happens to a loved one before a huge disaster. Your atoms could be communicating. This understanding is also responsible for the people you're attracted to. If you've ever met someone you just didn't like, but couldn't quite figure out why, the law of vibration may have been at play. You may not have been a match for their vibration, which is why you felt like getting out of there immediately. On the positive side, this law can also be felt anytime you walk on a beach or go hiking and feel peaceful, loved, and calm. The vibrations of the atoms in the environment around us significantly impact what we feel. Energetically, nature is very strong and has a positive impact on our bodies. So, now that we have understood somewhat how the law of vibration works, how we impact it, and how it impacts us, how can we actually begin raising our vibrations?
As Van de Waal taught me, he says it's all in awareness, Bob. He said there's a marvelous inner world that exists within us. And the revelation of such a world enables us to do, to attain, to achieve anything we desire within the bounds or limits of nature.
Why is this important? It goes back to the words of Einstein. If you get into the picture, into the energy of the good you desire, you can't help but manifest it. In the early 2000s, a woman named Sally Gallagher attended one of Proctor's seminars. She was a securities attorney and, by his words, a financial genius, and she loved Proctor's teachings. One thing led to another, and Gallagher became Proctor's business partner, which worked out perfectly because Proctor was making money he didn't know how to manage. He essentially attracted the perfect business partner who took care of the thing he needed help with the most.
And I could just go ahead and do what I love doing. And I knew that our company was in good hands with that. And Sandy runs our company. She is the CEO, the president of the company.
Simply put, you've got to become aware of what you want and hold that image in your mind for it to move into reality. Here's another way to put it. You are moving this image from your subconscious mind to your conscious mind.
It's the thoughts that you think in your conscious mind that you impress upon your subconscious mind that causes you to feel the way you feel. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. Those feelings are expressed with and through your physical body. That causes the action which produces the result. Now, getting them all lined up is called attitude. Now, some people line up on the negative side. They're going to see what's wrong. And you know something? They're right. There's something wrong. Other people go on the positive side. They see what's good. And they're right. There's something good. You can find what's right or wrong in anything. Doesn't matter what you're looking at.
We have the ability to think anything we want to think, and our thoughts dictate our feelings because we get emotionally involved with them. This emotional involvement then leads to actions that produce results. However, the problem is with thinking, the very first step in this entire process. Most of us don't think. Mental activity doesn't count as thinking. Your reaction to loud sounds, any mental images, hearing a police siren and assuming something bad has happened. This isn't thinking. You are capable of higher faculties.
You have perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, intuition. These higher faculties are what literally separate us from all the rest of the animal kingdom. All the rest of the little animal kingdom, they're completely at home in their environment. They blend in. You and I are totally disoriented in our environment.
And you can tap into this ability once you become aware of what you require from the universe.
Yet, as you understand yourself a lot better, you're going to find your finances are going to improve, your health is going to improve, your relationships are going to improve, your whole world starts to get better. The educated mind is also referred to sometimes as the intellectual mind. That's where all the intellectual factors are. Remember I told you what they were? You had perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, and intuition. There's 6 of them. They are our mental muscles. And as you start to understand how to develop them, you can become a very powerful person.
When you achieve a state of total awareness of yourself and your ambitions, the possibilities are endless. Find your purpose and latch onto that mental image with every fiber of your being. believing that you are meant for it, and it is meant for you. Our universe is limitless, and even the world's leading physicists cannot confidently say they comprehend everything that goes on within it. It is buzzing with energy and power, and once you achieve mental clarity, you can claim this energy and power for yourself. Take some time today to reconnect with yourself and your inner world to start raising your vibrations and living the life you were meant to. If you enjoyed this video and learned something, please hit the like button and subscribe to be inspired for more educational and motivational content. Thanks for watching.